Do you play video games, PS4, Xbox and those type of things?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you do play those?
Yeah.
What about video game arcades?
No.
Well, video arcade used to be everywhere, that's the point, and now
And the
it's
gaming
not.
arcades, are they?
Yeah, you know where you
Play
play...
the
Rem-
machines, like the kickboxing and that.
Remember Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, okay, I'm with you now. Like
Yeah,
karate
yeah.
games, stuff like that.
How often
Asian games.
That's right. How much time did you spend at the video game arcade? When's the last time you went to a video game arcade? I'm owning my own video game arcade. I'm opening one.
Unreal. Congratulations.
Yeah, but apparently video game arcade isn't as popular as it was in the 90s. So I'm trying to find out why that is and what it is that people don't like.
Presume something particular and increase your ability of getting customers and stuff. You know, find out what they didn't like and then you could work on that in your own retail.
Nah, I'm just trying to find out why people aren't as passionate about video game as they used to be. Okay, so we're here with Chris. He's from Outback, Australia. This man is Dinky Die Australian. And I can tell you, I'm a good judge of character. This man loves video games, especially video game arcades. Isn't that right, Chris?
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Really? All right, I found two guys that are extremely passionate about video game arcade, and this is what we need. All right, 10 seconds to tell me the top 5 reasons why you like video game arcade. Go. 10.
I don't even know what video arcade is, man.
Tell me how much you love video game arcades.
I'm not really passionate. No, I don't like it.
Okay. So, Geraldine, what is your fondest memory of video game arcades?
Well, it's not exactly a fondest memory. They're very noisy.
So you had a bad experience. When's the last time that you went to a video game arcade?
When I was very younger.
What the hell? You said you couldn't speak English earlier.
I don't speak English.
Okay, do you play video games?
Not really, no.
What about, have you ever been to a video game arcade?
Yes, there was a really cool one that used to have a lot of, actually in LA there's one called Barcade, and it's a bar, and they have a lot of really old, like 80s video games, so like Kong and like this weird one where you like shoot. It's like really, really primitive, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it popular?
Yeah, it's actually really popular. It's a dive bar. I mean, it's really divey, and like grungy floors, gum on the floor, so you'd fit in. but yeah, they have a really retro, like 60s, 70s, 80s. Well, I guess 70s and 80s video arcade games. Yeah.
Well, I own my own video game arcade.
Yes.
It's called Harry's Arcade.
Yes.
Do you think that that can compete with my video game arcade?
I don't know. Harry sounds pretty awesome. I guess I'd have to go and check it out.
I got Pac-Man.
Yes, I love Pac-Man. It's really stressful though. That game is pretty stressful because, you know, jamming the joystick and eating little things. Yeah.
You look like the type of person who doesn't pay for their arcade games. You find a guy that's in the arcade and you're like, you want to buy me a game?
Is that an offer? Because I'll take it.
No, they prefer the Xbox, I think.
They prefer the Xbox. You can't dance. You don't have Dance Dance Revolution on the Xbox.
Yeah, I just stick to the Nintendo because I'm really basic with movement.
6, 5,
It's intense.
4,
It makes me
3,
feel alive.
2, 1. How old are you?
27.
27. Were you raised on video games? Arcades?
Arcades? No, I think I was in the era where, like, you know, Atari and game, like, consoles is like the birth of consoles. The era I was in, like...
Your generation?
My generation, yeah.
Right. Did you know, fun fact, that snipers and special forces training, they go to video game arcades to practice their training? Did you know that?
But you also know that snipers and shit suck?
Have you played Whack-A-Croc?
No.
It's where you have to whack the croc heads as they pop out and you score points.
Yeah, no, I never played it, but...
Well, I can say that I played that as a young man and that saved my life.
Really? How did it save your life?
I took a trip to the Northern Territory, I got lost in the jungle and I was pounced upon by a pack of crocodiles. And only through those Whack-A-Croc skills... I was going to ditch this. I'm here with Barry. Was your name Barry?
My name is Sam.
Sam. Yeah. Sorry, man. You look like a Barry.
No, I'm Sam.
Sam.
Yeah.
Would you like to see a video game arcade version of a horse game?
Yeah, that might be right. I see there's a new bull riding game just come out.
A bull riding game? I haven't
Video
heard.
game.
Yeah.
PBR bull riding game.
I haven't heard of this.
I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's out.
Yeah. Do you think I should stock it in my arcade?
Have a look. You should have a look and play it.
I'll have a look into that.
Get on PBR Facebook
Yeah.
and it'll be on there.
Chris, be honest with me now. This isn't your game, is it, that you've invented?
No, it's not.
You're not trying to pitch your game to me? When's the last time you played a video game?
I think 10 or 15 years back.
Many years back. But when's the last time you played a video game arcade? Time Zone, Mortal Kombat?
No, I played at my home.
He played it. He has his own video game arcade at home.
Yeah.
Sam, did you know that I own and run my own video game arcade and you are technically my competition?
Really?
Are you going to support me on my crusade to bring back the video game arcade industry that we were all raised upon?
I don't think it's a place store anymore.
What? Alright, man. I own my own video game arcade. And I'm sick of video games destroying the industry, the video arcade industry.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
But video games?
Pac-Man, Dance Dance Revolution, it's all dying because of this. Oh, hold on. I thought this was EB Games.
No.
Where's EB Games? We used to be huge. Remember that? Dance Dance Revolution? Pac-Man? Video game arcade. What we were raised upon. Some people are raised on steak and potatoes. I was raised on video game arcades. Only through those whack-a-croc skills was I able to fend them off like Crocodile Dundee.
Video games teach you life skills, man. True, yeah?
Video game arcades.
Well, yeah, true.
Can I get you to pronounce arcades?
Arcades.
How many customers do you have?
Actually, I don't play video game online, so I don't have many customers.
Well, I got 5 customers a day. Can you compete with that?
I try when I come online.
You're going to try to compete with my 5 customers a day. My friend, you are in way over your head.
Sorry?
I said you are in way over your head. How much do you charge for your video games?
I told you that I was playing at home though, so I was not paying anything.
Oh, so you don't let other people come and play? No. That's good, because that would be illegal, because you need to get an ABN number, you need to register this with the Australian government if you're going to own your own business.
Yep. So these things all I know, that's why I don't play online.
Ah, is that why? Yeah? You haven't played Whack-a-Croc?
Nope.
Whack-a-mole?
Nope.
Whack-a-hole?
Nope.
Whack-a-fool?
Nope.
Wacka-wacka-wacka?
Nope.
And do you have kids that play games, PlayStation games or those Xbox consoles?
Not in places as such. They do it at home, I think.
Yeah. So you have grandchildren who play them?
Oh, yeah.
And I think we can agree it's a bit of a worry, all these kids stuck indoors, just playing games 12 hours a day, don't you think?
I do. I think it's no good at all.
No good at all. I think that these kids should be outdoors playing at the arcade.
You mean going outdoors to play in the video arcades?
Do you girls have boyfriends?
No.
Did you know, here's a fun fact, that 2 out of 3 married couples today actually met in a video game arcade back in the 90s?
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at all. I think everyone should meet in a video game arcade.
No, not exactly. You tend to meet the same types.
And only the best type go to video game arcades.
Well, you're prejudiced, obviously.
I do own my own video game arcade.
Yeah.
Big money.
I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I'm the Donald Trump of video game arcades.
Wow, then I'm very lucky to meet you.
How
Yeah.
hot is Donald Trump?
I really don't know how to.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to answer that one.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Playing video games at your arcade?
Oh my God! I was going to tell you to say that, but I didn't have to. I'm going to tell you a fun fact now. Did you know that 2 in 3 couples that are married today actually met in a video game arcade in the 90s? Were you aware of that?
No, I wasn't aware of that, but I met a few boyfriends there.
Hey,
Have you been to Japan?
have I been to Japan? No, I haven't been to Japan.
If you want your arcade games, they have department stores just for
Yeah?
arcade games.
They've also got the panty vending machines.
Yeah, I believe they do.
You think they should bring those to Australia?
They should bring vending machines on the street to Australia,
Yeah.
man.
More of
100%.
that. Maybe not so much the panty vending machines, but
Yeah,
vending
definitely the
machines,
vending
everything.
machines.
Or what about the odd arcade machine just on the street?
That would be sick, man.
I mean, how many times are you walking to work and you're like, I want to play Mortal Kombat right now? How many couples today do you think are meeting while playing PS4 or online on Xbox?
Yeah, fair few, because the brothers would bring over their friends and stuff like that, and the sisters would all kind of watch their brothers, and then their friends would start talking to the sisters.
Yeah, right. Look, we'll ask that again, and this time I want you to say barely none. Hey, so...
Barely none.
Wait, I got to ask it first. All right. So how many people do you think today, how many couples do you think are meeting whilst playing PS4 or Xbox?
How many?
Tell us, when you were visiting the video game arcades when you were younger, what games were you playing the most?
Probably Pac-Man and Space Invaders.
This Pac-Man, you know what, that is nostalgic. That brings a tear to my eye. Wait, we'll edit in some tears later, some CGI ones.
Put your 20 cents in, sit down at the table, and away you go.
Just brings me back,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Well, Chris, guess what? I've got some good news for you.
Yep.
Because in my video game arcade, Harry's Arcade, we're going to have 4 Pac-Man machines, so that way there's no queue.
Beautiful, beautiful. You'll have over 40s in there.
Over 40s?
Yeah.
We'll have a 40 single night.
Yeah, there you go. It'll be full of oldies.
All the divorced mums, they love the Cowboys, Chris.
That's what they tell me.
Divorce.
Trouble is I'm married.
That's a shame. No, it's not. Marriage is beautiful.
No, it's great.
Marriage is beautiful.
You got me.
Let me tell you something about fashion. It goes in cycles.
Yes, it does.
Right? And hence the re-emergence of the video game arcade industry.
Ah, is that what it is?
It's coming back in spades, like the USSR.
You think the USSR is coming back in space?
And didn't you say earlier you're going to start a protest about how PS4 and Xbox is snuffing out the video game arcade industry?
I certainly said that.
Remember you said that?
I did, right before the recording started.
Remember you promised to donate $10,000 to Harry's Arcade?
Yeah, when I get it, yeah.
Yeah, just get a student loan.
Is that how it works? Can I get one?
It's an investment. Save Arcade! Save Arcade! Save Arcade! And you agree that we should start bringing back video game arcades?
No.
You heard it, folks. Ayub wants to bring back the video game arcade. Ayub, my name's Harry. I own my own video game arcade. And I'm going to need your help, your support. I want you to go tell all your friends about how awesome video game arcades are and how much you love it.
But I don't.
Thanks, brother.
You're welcome.
Yeah. When I open my video game arcade, Harry's Arcade, will you come and visit?
Probably.
Yeah. Can I get you to just to state your name, address on the camera? It's okay if you're homeless, man. I don't hold it against you.
123 Example Street, Suburbville.
Suburbsville. What's the postcode? You forgot the postcode.
0000.
What?
I'm doing work here.
What are you doing here, Sam?
I'm just distributing these pamphlets.
Okay then. Okay. Did you want to make a video game arcade, a video game based on this that could play in my arcade?
Yeah.
You want to make one? Yeah. Education and Migration Center. Oh,
Yeah.
it could be a game where like the migrants
Yeah.
are running
This
around.
is for overseas students only who wants to change their classes or college.
Right.
Yeah.
So the game would be MA rated.
Sorry?
The game would have to be MA or restricted 18 plus
Yeah.
because students are always getting up to no good. Sam, you look like you're always getting up to no good.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Oh, really? What's the cheekiest thing you've done?
I don't remember.
What's that? Visited a video game arcade? Yeah. Because video arcades are sick, man. And that's what all the young kids want to be doing these days. So let me tell you something. Sam's got my back. Get yourself into a time zone. In fact, don't do that because that's my competition. Get yourself to Harry's Arcade. Because we're changing lives. And this is what life is about. Ain't that right, Sam?
Thank you, man.
You're welcome, Sam. Did you want to say something about your
Victorian Horse and Carriage Company. Yep.
Go ahead.
Best in town.
Best in town.
We'll look after you.
Only second to video game arcades, correct, Chris?
There you go. That's it.
Ah, yeah. Thanks, guys, for supporting video game arcades. And for how many games did you steal from here?
Oh, too many.
Too many, you see? And when's the last time you stole an arcade machine?
Last week.
Yeah, we'll say that again, but this time I want you to say, that's impossible.
It's impossible.
Oh, hold on, I've got to ask it first, Jordan. Jordan's a wild one, you know, he gets excited. Jordan, when's the last time that you stole an arcade machine?
Oh, that's impossible, apparently.
Because it's too big, huh?
Oh, I could prove you wrong.
Hell yeah, it's too big, man. If you like to open up a Harry's Arcade franchise when you go back to LA, you're free to do so.
All right. Got to
500
build up some capital, but yeah.
500K. I'll make your day.
No problem. No problem.
Gotta make some capital. I thought America was a communist country. Why do you want capital? My cameraman is useless. He gives no valid input at all. What do you think about my cameraman?
Well, I think he's very nice. But why would you employ him if he's not any good to you?
He insisted.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Do you like the beard look?
Yeah, I do. I like beards, yes.
Yeah, it's very common in men these days. They're all growing the beards.
Yes, and I wonder why.
Yeah,
Is it just to save you from shaving?
Is that it? They're just lazy?
Well, I just wonder.
Look at all these people. They love us. They want us. They want the arcade back. They've been cheering for us all day. I mean, you saw it yourself on the previous footage. Fighting for a good cause like world hunger or ending wars. Bring back the video arcade. It belongs in society. It belongs on every street corner, like a pokies or a pub. It belongs here in Australian society. I want to thank my cameraman. I want to thank my cameraman for his steady hands today, and for all the people that were generous enough to give us their time. All these people getting in the way, don't they realise what I'm doing? Getting in our way like this? Unacceptable. Make way, please.